I want you guys to know something. I want to share this with you. You can take it or you can leave it, but Charlie was betrayed.
Huh. Candace. That's a huge accusation, girl. I think you should calm down a bit. I know you're angry your friend died and you're really passionate, emotions are running high, but who told you this kind of thing? It could be a lie, you know? If someone tells you something like this, I think you should take your time, think about it before you even come and express it, you know? Don't you think? Who told you?
I know this. I've known this really since the first second.
Oh, you know it. You're the primary source of this information. Very good. That's great. I thought someone else told you. It would have been a little complicated. Good. Because I like your sources, but usually your sources come with non-disclosures and it bothers us. You understand? Good. The fact that you are the primary source is very comforting. But this time around, we will not like you to tell us you don't know, but you know. This kind of accusation requires us to have some kind of proof, you know? Yeah, not I don't know, but I know. So tell me, what is your evidence that he was betrayed? What evidence do you have for this?
Had a vivid dream this weekend, and Charlie came to me and he told me that he was betrayed.
So good. Candace, I am really trying here, girl. I'm trying to support you. I am trying. I'm working very hard. You have to meet me somewhere halfway. You have to meet me somewhere. Okay? You cannot tell me that is such a huge accusation and you're basing it on a dream? Girl! How valid are your dreams? Like, are you King Nebuchadnezzar who was having, are you Joseph the dreamer? How valid are your dreams? Has your dream ever produced results before results that we can see? Okay. Susie says she has, sorry. Okay.
I rarely have vivid dreams. And I did, in fact, have a very vivid one over the weekend. In fact, the last time that I had a super vivid dream, I was pregnant. Tends to happen a lot to women when they're pregnant.
Oh, Candy baby, is that a way for you to announce to us that you're pregnant? I remember that last time you were telling us you're very competitive and you are thinking of having 7 children to beat Matt Walsh, your friend who has 6. So is this a way for you to announce to us that you have your 5th kid? I don't know, but I know.
Nemo, let the woman finish her story for God's sake.
Okay, Susie, fine. I'll let her talk. God, I can't even say a word.
But in that dream from 2023, my former producer of the show and I were standing in the control room, and she told me that she was 26 weeks pregnant. This is in the dream. And she told me exactly what month the baby was coming. I asked her in the dream, is it a boy? Is it a girl? And she said, it's a boy. I woke up and I immediately texted my producer in real life and I said, hey, you're pregnant, just so you know, it's a boy. And then she found out that she was pregnant 1 week later. She had no idea when I texted her. And it's something that we reflected on a couple of months later because she was just totally shocked looking back on it. And this is our text chain from, you can see, 2023. She said, you texted me June 16th. And I think I got pregnant June 26th. This is crazy. And it's going to be a boy. It's nuts. I said, I'm telling you, your baby visited me. It was an insanely vivid dream. He was on his way. And she said, that is so bizarre. My mom also texted me that week saying that she had a dream I was pregnant.
Susie, can I say one thing? Just one thing, please. Okay, fine. Candace, should we also call your friend's mom, your former producer's mom, to ask her what she thinks about this? Because evidently you and her are good at seeing things in dreams, you know? Let's ask her what are her recent dreams. Did she see anything about Charlie? And I could also ask her about other things I'm thinking about in America, the world. I don't know. I would like to explore this avenue. It's a good avenue to explore. Two of you had a dream. Maybe you should also contact her and ask her, did she have a dream about...
Nemo, one question?
Come on, Susie. Okay, fine. I'll let it go.
I said, I haven't had a dream that vivid since. It's been my only vivid dream this entire pregnancy. I believe people can communicate in dreams on their way in and on their way out of this world. I similarly, like I just said, had a vivid dream this weekend, and Charlie came to me and he told me that he was betrayed.
So the lady of facts don't care about your feelings, now want us to not even care about our feelings, but we should consider her dreams. Is that what you're telling us now, Candace? Should we really believe you just because you had a dream and that dream matters, and it matters so much that we should forget every evidence, everything, just concentrate on your dream, girl?
And so for me, you don't have to believe that, but I do believe that. And it was the immediate sense I got, actually. And I don't know who exactly it is that betrayed him, but I also felt in the dream that it is soon going to be revealed, that it's actually inevitable that it is going to be revealed, that there is nothing and no one that is going to stop the truth from coming out, and it is going to have international consequences. Take that to the bank. Quote me on that.
Nemo, I think this woman has no evidence whatsoever. I think she's just talking about a dream. I think here you can actually handle her from here.
Okay, you think I should talk now? Finally, I should talk now? Oh, I thought you were believing her over me. I was starting to wondering who is your friend. Seriously, sometimes I think you don't trust me anymore.
Girl, get over it. You can talk.
Candy baby. Candace says that she had a dream. And she had that dream. In that dream, Charlie came to her and told her, girl, I was betrayed. So betrayed. You won't believe it. And she says it will be revealed in time and it will have international consequences. I think either Candace has some information, something that she's holding on to, and she's keeping the public. This is one of her last podcasts before she went for her vacation. And she's stringing the public along. Maybe she has some information about something and she's keeping it, stringing the public along while waiting to drop it at the right time. So she has more people coming to her, right? Because if she says it now, what? Or she's just dropping another lie, which she will never substantiate. She will move on after when there's nothing to show. She will just move on. Either ways, she has her method. Her method to her madness is just like that. This very episode is the same episode where she, at the end, read the very mysterious letter we addressed yesterday, where she told her friend wrote to her, allegedly, who are donors of Turning Point USA. They wrote a letter supporting her, telling the authorities to release all information to Candace Owens and her selected team. She and her mommy sleuths can solve this thing. I am asking the authorities to drop the Epstein files. I think I can handle it. We can handle it here, right? Yeah. That's the Lulu land we live in, where podcasters on the internet are now demanding information. Well, what am I talking about? Trump hired podcasters as his generals of the FBI and all of that. So, sometimes when you want to say something, you don't say, but you say. Like Candace doesn't know, but she knows. Yeah. You don't say, but you say. So, Candace, like Susie is saying, let her continue. She don't worry.
Women tend to have a stronger intuition about people, I would say. I think it was the writer, producer, Conrad Flynn, that recently went on to Tucker Carlson's show, and he discussed that phenomenon in the context of the persecution of Christ. He was talking about Pontius Pilate's wife warning him not to persecute Jesus. Take a listen to that portion of their conversation.
And if you look at Pontius Pilate, he wants to set, he at some point he flips and he's like, this guy is innocent. My wife is having dreams about this man. That's another thing that's underreported in history. Wife as soothsayer / dreamer. Yeah. I mean, your wife has many times been like, I have a bad feeling about this guy, Tucker. Don't have him on your show. And her intuition is such that even though there's no necessarily hard evidence, it's your wife's take on stuff. You don't ignore it. But I
have ignored it, and
you're like, I've actually never listened to that.
No, I mean, I've been married 34 years as of Saturday, and it's like a joke in my house. I told you he was bad. I don't know. He's hilarious. He seemed like a good guy to me.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you'd be the Pontius Pilate where she's like, oh, don't arrest this man. I had a dream.
100%.
And you're like, whatever, I'm doing my work right now.
I'm very shallow. So someone who's amusing or fun to have dinner with, I just get swept away. I like that guy. You know what I mean?
You're like, Barabbas was amazing on that podcast. I gotta have him on. He's fantastic.
It's actually really funny because I'm recapping conversations that I've had with Tucker where I'm like, I don't know why you trust that person at all. He's obviously a bad guy. And he's like, really, I like him. I had a really nice dinner with him. Anyways, obviously what they're accurately describing, I should say, especially between a husband and a wife, definitely my relationship with my husband, I can say that from almost the very moment that I learned that Charlie was not going to make it, I said to George through tears that he was betrayed. And now we're all just sort of on this journey to find out by who.
Okay, Candace, we hear you, girl. We hear you. When she said this, she went for her vacation. Well, after she said this, of course, she trolled a few people about when she dropped the evidence. The evidence where she said there was a group chat where there were a couple of people, including Josh Hammer, and they were talking to Charlie Kirk regarding bringing her back. And just a couple of days back, he caught a bullet in his neck. In Candace's mind, the reason Charlie caught a bullet in his neck is because he mentioned bringing her back. And so the Jewish donors were so angry that that was the case. Because in her mind, Tucker Carlson has already gone and spoken for a Turning Point USA campaign and nothing happened. But the moment they mentioned she coming back, mysteriously he caught a bullet in his neck before their on-stage reunion. The girl is hurt. She's really hurt. And she now went on a rant talking about it. And this is the funny thing that was very interesting to me. She was able to validate the messages. She accepted the validation of the Turning Point USA spokesperson. He validated, yes, those messages are real. And she accepted that validation. Then when he mentions same validation with the letter from the letter from Charlie Kirk to Bibi Netanyahu, no, she doesn't want to hear about it. She cuts it. She doesn't want to hear about it because that one doesn't fit the narrative. You remember yesterday I was telling you that if you read that letter, it covers a blueprint Charlie Kirk was sending to Bibi Netanyahu. This is how you should run it. This is how you should run it. This is how you run it. So you can have a perfect media campaign for Israel or propaganda for Israel, whatever you want to call it. Read it. You will see everything. If you want us to cover that, I don't mind us covering it. It's like 5 pages, very long. I read it once, twice, and I understood this is what is going on. She too has read that letter. That's why she doesn't want to address it because it doesn't fit the narrative she has picked. She is currently on her. Charlie Kirk was hurt by Israel because Charlie Kirk wanted to bring her and Charlie Kirk was turning on Israel. So if she accepts that letter, it will now sound as if Charlie Kirk was also refusing Israel while supporting Israel and giving them campaign propaganda methods. You see, in her mind, there is no nuance. It couldn't be that maybe Charlie Kirk was frustrated. It couldn't be that he's frustrated. So maybe he's frustrated with his donors because his donors are not comfortable with him bringing on Candace Owens or Tucker Carlson and other people they don't like because they are giving him money. The reason they are giving him that money for the reason they are giving him the money. Once you are sponsored, once you have certain people, let's take example of these people who have sponsors who come on your channel and say, hey, I want you to sponsor this particular product of mine. Of course, they give you the terms. They are paying you money for their product. They give you the terms of how you should do the advert, right? If you say, no, I cannot do the advert like this or I can't do it like that, it's the same like me. If you bring me a smoking advert, I will not accept it because I am one of those people that personally, I don't agree with smoking and things like that. So if you come to me with a smoking advert, I will say, no, thank you. I can't do it. But if you take it to somebody who is comfortable, they will do it. So if you bring a smoking advert to me and I take it, meanwhile, I'm not comfortable, I don't want smoking, and I eat your money and then you start telling me you have to put on the advert in your videos and I start complaining, no, come on, I don't like smoking. That is a problem because at the end of the day, I am causing problems with the person who is my sponsor. It's the same with like Turning Point is having that same thing. If you have taken money from a donor, a donor or a sponsor or whatever, they have their terms they want you. Probably somewhere Charlie Kirk has changed his mind, or probably somewhere Charlie Kirk has extended what he wanted, or the donor has extended what they wanted as requirements for their partnership. Now there is a conflict. It is possible he could have still had that conflict with those donors. Meanwhile, still supporting Israel. It's not like a one thing that cannot change. It's not like one thing is true, it means another one is false. It could be that, yes, he was frustrated with some donors of his organization, and it still could mean that, yes, he was still someone who loved Israel, was supporting Israel, and has not changed his mind completely on Israel. Yes, he will be frustrated. He expressed that on Megyn Kelly's show, expressing that he doesn't like the way they are pressuring him. He doesn't like the way they are making him want to do things that he doesn't want. It doesn't mean that he was completely going to turn on Israel. No, that's a different thing. That's a different thing. I don't understand if she sees nuance in life, or once one thing is true, it can never be like there is a second part that could hold on to that and be true still. Either ways. Baby girl said all of this, and then she went on the rant complaining about all the things that the people who were talking about it. And I want you all to note one thing. Candace knows how to hold people to standards she never holds herself to. And this is one funny thing. Those her court members who come here insulting people and going around insulting people, they never hold her to that standard. They just sit there and worship her in peace and no questions asked, nothing. She was complaining that the text messages put out by the feds did not have timestamps and date. Did you notice also that the one she put out from the Charlie Kirk situation did not have the same timestamps? Or we don't talk about it. We don't talk about timestamps. No. Fine, I'll leave it. But I just hope that they see the double standards she portrays. Because 1 minute she's saying, no, you can't do this. Then the next minute, I remember the last time she said, she gave an ultimatum. Let them put out the letter in its entirety. Let them put it out in its entirety. Once they put out the letter, she came down and started saying, let Turning Point put out a clean-cut statement saying that she's lying. Come on, girl. How many times will you move the goalposts? How many times? There is nuance in everything, but in Candyland, there is no nuance. There is just one size fits all, one shoe that works, nothing else. After she said that, she went for her vacation. Well, according to her fervent followers, she was supposed to have a show yesterday, Monday. She was supposed to, but she did not. Apparently, she has a gag order on her, because she dropped this yesterday on Twitter, on X. She said, don't worry about the gag order in the Charlie Kirk case. I plan to violate it on the world's behalf. The things I've discovered this past week are enough to burn the house down. Yes, Charlie was betrayed by everyone. Candy baby, please. Susie, please close the door for a minute. I would like us to have a quiet conversation inside the house. I don't want this to step outside because it can be a little bit controversial. So when Candace is saying that he was betrayed by everyone, does it mean that it includes Erika Kirk, his wife? I'm just asking sincere questions here. I don't know anything. Candace, no, she knows. I'm just asking, is it that Erika Kirk is also involved? Because if she says by everyone, it means all the members of the Turning Point team, traitors. Charlie Kirk's wife, traitor. Charlie Kirk's family, traitor. Charlie Kirk's organization, Trump, J.D. Vance, everybody. The only person who has not betrayed him is Candace Owens. Please, guys, I hope you see. I honestly am holding back from calling it narcissism because I don't know her. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical practitioner. I cannot diagnose her. But the tendency she is portraying, it is the same thing before when it came to speaking the truth. No, there's no truth that is not Candace Owens' truth. Any other truth that is not Candace Owens' truth is fake and gay. Now, when it comes to those who loved Charlie, or those who loved and are mourning for Charlie, Candace does not appreciate the way anybody's mourning for Charlie except for the way she is mourning Charlie. The only one who has mourned Charlie right? Candace Owens. Now, it is on betrayal. Everyone has betrayed Charlie. The only one who has not betrayed Charlie? You want to guess? Oh, sure. Generate. Let's all say it together, class. Candace Owens. Well, now that the pattern is clear, I wish to ask, who has put a gag order on her? Do you think it is Erika Kirk who has put a gag order on her? Because I heard she has a gag order. I heard this before, but I ignored it. I thought maybe it was just some kind, you know how people spread news. But now that she's the one posting, it means there is a gag order on her. And I think the only person who would have given her, I suspect, this is now conspiracy land. Everything in this video covered with the blood of allegedly. Dipped and steeped, my entire channel dipped and steeped in the blood of allegedly, completely covered. I think the only person who might have the leverage or power to give Candace a gag order might be Erika Kirk or Donald Trump or J.D. Vance. Yeah, those are the people I'm suspecting now. So who do you think it is? I would like to know. Candace needs to come back from this vacation soon because there is a lot of tea she needs to come and give us. Like so much tea, it's unbelievable. She says she has enough information to burn the house down. This is not the first time Candace will overpromise and overhype and come and disappoint. So I'm going to tell you this. Please expect, but lower your expectations. Okay? Don't put your expectations so high that when you are let down, it will not be gentle. You will just drop down and scatter and shatter and die. I want you to manage your expectations. Make sure that they are the appropriate amount. Because if we have to go through everything, I'm working on a full video. I'm working on a video talking about all the proofs, the receipts Candace Owens owes us from the first case she covered, from the Brigitte Macron case to the Kamala Harris case to every case she has covered. We are going to look for all the evidence she still owes us, which she has just brushed past as if nothing happened. Because she just likes to brush past it as if nothing happened. Big picture lady, big picture. Please, guys, let me know in the comment section. Let's have a poll. Who do you think dropped the gag order on her? I can't wait for us to. I'll put up a poll in the community tab today. Let's have a poll and see who wins, who is the person who has put a gag order on Candace Owens. This is very interesting, guys. I had a wonderful time. Thank you, Susie, for accompanying me in the video today. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Please share the videos, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys to those of you who have subscribed newly. YouTube is telling me that it's 93.6% of you. No, 96% of you. Before it was 96.3%. So a certain percentage has dropped, okay? So thank you all those of you who have subscribed to the channel newly. I'm really grateful. And if you feel like it, you can join my membership. In my membership, you can have special videos before first you see my videos before they are shared, deep dives, and some deep dives I do them and I cannot post everything here because of so many problems with content. Some content is completely blocked. They say I can't post it. I upload sometimes and they just completely block the video. So I have to download it and just put it either in members or Patreon, depending on how bad the blocking is or how dangerous it is. So I put it there. So please, you can join the Patreon, and also the support you give me there is very helpful because I'm not being sponsored by Qatar. I'm not sponsored by Israel. Those of you always drop on my comment section, who is paying you? Please, nobody is paying me. That's so funny. All right, guys. Thank you very much for going through another rant with me. I'm editing one of the deep dives of the week. I'm going to drop just one deep dive this week. Last week I did 2. This week I'll do just one. That is on Megyn Kelly. I'm working on it very hard. I'm working on Megyn Kelly. I'm also working on the Big G. You know the Big G guy? Yeah, I'm working on the Big G. Candace Owens' best friend, who she shared her dead man switch with. Well, until next time, bye.